They called it Bushido, the way of the warrior. It was more than a code. It was a way of living, breathing, and dying with purpose. For the samurai, life itself was not something to cling to. It was something to honor. Every action, every word, every moment was a reflection of discipline and respect. They did not seek comfort. They sought mastery. To be samurai meant to live with calm in the face of chaos. When fear appeared, they met it with stillness. When anger rose, they crushed it with control. When death came, they bowed to it with grace. Because for them, death was not the end. It was proof that they had lived with honor. In the quiet mornings of ancient Japan, before the sun touched the bamboo forests, the samurai would train in silence, sword in hand, heart steady, mind sharp as steel. They trained not to kill, but to perfect the self. Every strike, every breath was a form of meditation. Their blades reflected the same truth their minds held: precision without hesitation. The world around them could crumble, but their inner world stood unshaken. They believed that the body must obey the mind, and the mind must obey the spirit. To lose control of emotion was to lose the battle before it began. That is why they practiced restraint more fiercely than combat. A true warrior does not fight to destroy others. He fights to destroy his own weakness. Bushido was not written on paper. It was carved into their soul. It taught 7 virtues: integrity, courage, compassion, respect, honesty, honor, and loyalty. These were not just words. They were laws stronger than steel. If a samurai broke them, he did not deserve his sword, because power without principle was considered shameful. And shame was a fate worse than death. They carried death in their hearts, not as fear, but as focus. Knowing that every sunrise could be their last made them live with intensity. They did not waste time in doubt or hesitation. Each decision was made with clarity, each action with purpose. They understood something most people today have forgotten: that comfort weakens the soul, but discipline makes it indestructible. A samurai did not pray for an easy life. He trained for a hard one. He polished his sword the way we must polish our thoughts, daily, patiently, until the mind reflects truth like a mirror. He bowed before his master not out of submission, but out of humility, because true power hides itself in calmness, not in noise. Even in death, they stood unbroken. When a samurai faced defeat, he chose honor over survival. Through ritual and courage, he showed that the body may fall, but the spirit never bends. In that moment, he achieved the highest form of freedom: freedom from fear, from desire, from ego. The modern world mocks this kind of discipline. It celebrates comfort, distraction, and excuses. But look around. How many people today live with the clarity of a samurai? How many wake up with purpose instead of scrolling through chaos? We call it freedom, but most are slaves to emotion, craving, and weakness. The samurai reminds us that true freedom is not doing whatever you want. It is controlling yourself so deeply that nothing controls you. When the mind obeys your will, you no longer fear failure, rejection, or pain. You act because you must, not because you feel like it. And that is where real power begins. The path of Bushido can still be walked today. You do not need armor or a sword. Your weapon is focus. Your armor is discipline. Your battlefield is your mind. And your enemy is comfort. Each morning you rise early, you live the samurai way. Each time you hold your temper, you sharpen your blade. Each time you finish what you started, you protect your honor. You may not live in ancient Japan, but the same fire that burned in their hearts still burns in yours, if you choose to light it. They lived for something greater than themselves. That is why their legacy never died. Because discipline leaves a mark deeper than any sword wound. It shapes history, it builds empires, it creates peace within chaos. The samurai's secret was not that they were fearless. It was that they were disciplined enough to act despite fear. Remember this: discipline is not punishment. It is liberation. When you control your thoughts, you control your destiny. When you serve your purpose, life serves you back. And when death comes, you meet it with no regrets, because you lived with honor. In the end, the samurai code is not about death at all. It is about how to truly live, with courage, clarity, and unbreakable spirit. So when you feel weak, distracted, or lost, remember the whisper of the warriors who came before you. Stay calm, stay loyal to your path, and sharpen your mind every day, because the world will forget your words, but it will never forget your discipline. That is the way of the warrior. That is Bushido, and that is how immortality is earned.